All right, welcome back to Dices and Dexes. Last time we played, Jorah, you and your compatriots, Adrian and Desmond, explored Violet City in the tail end of night. You visited the Pokemon Center, did a couple battles, and then you trained at the Rite of Learning. Eventually, you all went to sleep at the hostel services in the Pokemon Center and decided that, Jorah, you would be the first to go and face the Violet City Gym this morning. So, appropriately, you have woken up before your compatriots, and you have awoken before many of the other trainers here in the Violet City Pokemon Center. It's about maybe beginning of morning, maybe an hour after the sun has risen. What are you gonna get up to before your gym challenge? Is there any training you want to do? Any flavor for the way Jorah gets his morning going?
Well, I've got the time. I want to see if I can help Cola out just a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to run up to the PC. I'll be swapping out Buzzbee for Cola. I want to see if I can get any learning points into Bite before the gym challenge starts.
Yeah, you want to try and learn Bite. I gotcha.
Yeah, maybe not entirely, but at least get closer. My plan is I will find maybe a branch of some kind.
Yeah, no problem. You could always go out to the battlefield behind the Pokemon Center and see if there's any loose branches from the bushes or any rocks or anything.
Yeah, I think Jorah would go outside, try to find a decently sized branch for Cola, something that he'd have to work to bite down on to break.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Let's see how good of a branch you get.
That is an 18.
That's a pretty good branch. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable one, pretty thick, so it's not going to just easily snap under the force of the bite. Probably about as thick as your arm, actually.
Weigh it in my hands a little bit. Alright, could provide some decently tough challenge for him. So, Cola's biggest problem was that he kept closing his eyes, and his approach was all cattywampus. So, Jorah's idea, he's going to hold this branch, and he's going to constantly be moving it all around his body. This will force Cola to keep his eyes open and to plan his approach better.
Okay. Jorah, make a dexterity check, and then have Cola make a perception check. And then, depending on these results, Cola will either be rolling the bite attack with disadvantage, normal, or advantage.
Here's Jorah's. That's a pretty good roll. That's a 21.
Okay.
Here's Cola's perception. Dirty 20 for Cola.
You know what? I'm gonna say Cola can roll to attack with this bite with advantage, because it's one thing when he was training with Cora and Dr. Kelpsy, people he didn't really know, but you've been training with Cola your whole life, or his whole life, basically. So, go ahead and have Cola make a bite attack with advantage.
Alrighty, so we are going with a 17.
Cola, keeping his eyes trained, almost like you're playing with him with one of those little feather sticks, keeps his eyes locked on it, pounces forward, snabs it out of your hand. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for Cola to try and make some progress learning this. I'll say since he rolled so well, make it with advantage.
Thank you, because he's going to need it.
I'm aware.
Oh, never mind. He's just a boss. That's a nat 20.
Natural 20 on Cola. Okay, fantastic. This is what training gives you, is it gives you advantage on the learning checks. Cola, with this expert coordination between yourself and your shinks here, ends up crunching down on this tree branch in a way that's not like usual. Instead of just him regularly biting down on it, there's actually almost a extended, dark, shadowy jaw that clamps down around it as well. And the tree branch snaps into two as Cola, I believe he already has one learning mark for bite, correct?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, you have 2 now, which is 3 total, which means Cola has learned bite.
Let's go.
Bravo on that, as you see Cola succeed.
Let's go,
Let's Gola. Yeah, absolutely. How does Jorah respond?
I imagine he's moving the stick around. He puts it like above his head, and Cola just jumps up, destroys the stick over him, and Jorah's just stunned for a moment before turning around, scooping Cola up in like the biggest hug, saying, "That was amazing! You did so well!" That's exactly what I would have expected from my best friend. And I give him many scritches on the head, because he is such a good boy.
He will go into engine mode and just start purring up a storm. He's very happy about it, just as excited as you are.
Perfect. Even if I fail the gym challenge, I've already won.
There you go. Anything else, Jorah, that you want to prep this morning with? Any other flavor for it?
Well, considering I have 0 Poké Dollars to my name, I don't think there's much I can do.
Okay.
I do need to get registered. That's something I should do now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you can get registered at the gyms, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. That is where all the registration takes place.
Yeah, I think we'll just go get registered now.
Yeah, of course.
Also, Jorah is broke, so there's not much we can do that doesn't require money that takes precedent over getting registered.
You maybe grab a muffin or an apple on your way out and head over to the Violet City Gym, which is a multi-storied dome with an open-air arena at the very top. It is built along the south edge of Bell Lake, which is a lake in the north part of Violet City. And you walk inside here to the ground level of the gym, and standing before you is a desk and a JPL staff member wearing nice round glasses and a warm smile. As you were walking in, a challenger in a black studded jacket just left, and you have walked in as the next person. And the JPL staff member simply smiles and says, "Hello, my name's Joshua. What may I help you with today?"
Hello, my name is Jorah. I would like to be registered for the gym challenge.
Ah, very well. I have to grab some papers and fill them out. I will have a series of questions for you. Additionally, registering for the JPL Gym Challenge will require swearing the Challenger's Pledge. So, give me a moment. And he leans behind his desk, opens up a drawer, takes out a paper, prepares a pen to write down the answers to your responses. All right, sir. What is your full name?
Jorah Fencer.
And where are you from?
I'm from Sinnoh.
Is there a city in Sinnoh?
I have the name written down. 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 Yes, Sunny Shore City.
Sunny Shore City, very well. And how old are you, Jorah?
That's been established. This is me not remembering. I am 90% sure that we said Jorah was like early 20s.
But a number.
But a number? To officially dedicate a number to my boy?
Yeah.
Okay, 20.
20 years old, very well. And what is your 6-digit trainer ID?
I'm going to make one, and I'm going to write it down, because this will be important. My trainer ID is 528630.
528630, very well. And do you currently have any pending gym challenges in other regions? It's a helpful thing for the Pokemon Leagues to be able to look at trainers who are attempting multiple challenges.
No, just this one.
Finally, all you have to do now is swear the Challenger's Pledge. Repeat after me. I swear to tell no other trainer about what I experience in the gym challenges.
I swear to tell no other trainer what I experience in the gym challenges.
I swear to battle honestly, fairly, and with no underhanded tactics.
I swear to battle honestly and fairly with no underhanded tactics.
I swear to respect the outcome of the tests I face inside the gym challenges, as well as to respect the trainers who test me.
I swear to respect the oh, goodness.
I swear to respect the outcome of the tests I face inside the gym challenges, as well as to respect the trainers who test me.
I swear to respect the outcome I swear to respect the outcome of the tests I face inside the gym challenges. Oh goodness, I was never good at this. This is me actually, like, fucking up.
You're okay. As well as to respect the trainers who test me.
As well as swear to respect the trainers who test me.
Joshua finishes up some of the forms. He holds out his hand to you and asks for your trainer ID.
I'll pop open my empty wallet and hand it over.
He takes it from you, runs it through a scanner. There's a moment where, like a machine, 1 dot light, 2 dot light, 3 dot light, ding! He passes it back to you and then shuffles through a different drawer in the desk, hands you a square case and a sticker of a Pidgeot, and he says, "Here you go, Jorah. You're all registered with the Johto Pokemon League. Here is your trainer ID back, as well as your JPL-issued badge case, as well as a commemorative Pidgeot sticker for facing the Violet City Gym."
Thank you. If I may, why a Pidgeot? As I kind of work the pin between my fingers.
He simply says, "Oh, are you not aware that Falkner has a Pidgeot?"
You know, on further reflection, that makes a lot more sense.
Tori is a very popular Pokemon, especially in the contest circuit.
I spent a lot of time indoors.
Totally understandable. The contest circuit is not for everybody. And seeing as you're from Sinnoh, all the more reason not to be too familiar, I suppose. But, and he'll motion his right hand off towards the left of the desk, to your left. And a sliding glass door is going to pull into the ceiling, revealing an elevator for you to take to your first test, Jorah.
Alright. I've got Baskerville, and I've got Cola. If they can't handle it, then I really don't know who could.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, Busby could, but that all depends on if Busby listens or not, and I really don't want to risk that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you step into the elevator?
May as well.
Jorah, you go into the elevator, and that sliding glass door falls back into place, and there's a tsh as it seals itself. Then, 5 seconds go by, and then another 5 seconds, and it's still not moved. And then another 5 seconds.
I press the button.
You look, there is no button, and as you start looking around for one, to your startlement, immediately the elevator, boom, shoots upwards faster than you expected, and then equally as suddenly, it stops. You go airborne in the elevator for a second, just a couple inches off the ground, but by the time you land, the back of the elevator has opened up, and you've rolled out like a bit of a mess into the first room of the Violet City Gym.
How Desmond wants to do that for a living, I'll never know. As Jorah stands up, dusts himself off.
As you stand up, brush yourself off a little bit, you take a look around the first room of the Violet City Gym. It is a sprawling room in the thousands of square feet, filled with lush trees and bright sun lamps in the ceiling above, with a mural of the sky painted on the walls, mimicking clouds and birds in flight. Sitting at a garden table, maybe 10-15 feet away from you, is an older man with wrinkles and black-gray hair. He wears a pair of solid black circular glasses. He says, "Welcome to the Violet City Gym, Challenger. My name is Abe. I will be your first inspector. What is your name, son?"
Jorah Fencer. It's good to meet you, Abe.
It is good meeting you, Jorah. I have a simple challenge planned for challengers such as yourself. If you take note of the forest behind us, there, hidden amongst the trees, are 2 things. First is your quest, a fake egg in a nest near the center of the field. Bring it back here, and you will pass this challenge. Second is your foe, my partner Shota. He will harry and belay you. Should he succeed in fighting off your chosen burglar, you will fail this challenge. You may use one Pokemon. You may enter the forest from any of the 4 cardinal directions. And this challenge is designed to test your ability to multitask while under pressure. Do you have any questions?
Well, a few, but I'll start with, what am I not allowed to do in order to complete this?
As the challenger's oath you swore states, you shall battle honestly, fairly, and with no underhanded tactics. Only your Pokemon may enter the forest, and your Pokemon has its moves, its natural capabilities to work alongside, and whatever held item you may lend it.
So, I could battle this foe, and if I should win, then it could be easy. Though I'm assuming it's not that easy to win.
You may certainly test that idea at your earliest convenience.
Do I see a Pokemon next to Abe here?
You do not.
Alright. May I look into the forest and try to see if there is a Pokemon in the forest?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a 13.
You're looking into the forest. From this end, you're kind of at the south end of this forest. All you're seeing is there's a gathering of rivers and streams that, if your Pokemon came through that route, they would have to work around. Outside of that, though, you're not seeing any other Pokemon there in the forest.
And we need to find an egg and bring it back.
Correct.
Well, it'll be one of the easier things I've done recently, I suppose. Circumstances permitting. Let's see, who's the best option for this? There's a part of me that wants to send in Baskerville to see if he can do it. You know what? I've never backed down from a terrible idea. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I've backed down from many. You know what? Baskerville, I'm going to send him in because of a specific reason. I'm not going to reveal this reason until later. That's a surprise tool to help us later.
Very well.
Jorah is going to look back at Abe, think for a moment, and say, right, I believe I know who I'm going to send in. Let's go in through... Oh, actually, do I have to decide where I enter right now?
You may scout if you so choose.
I do so. Way better idea. I want to look at all of the entrance points and gather what are like the first few obstacles at each entrance point, based on what I can see.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you make your rounds on the border of the forest.
I'm simply him. That's a nat 20.
So a number of things. You're always able to see this large central tree at the center of the forest. The south entrance, though, some obstacles in the way would be rivers and streams. Lots of water. The east entrance, it's very thick bush. You're barely able to make out that central tree, but there is a lot of thick bush. You would have to either brute force or crawl under, something along those lines. The north range of the forest is filled with rocks, stones that are kind of blocking the path, causing it to break up, so it's not just a straight shot. And then the west has multiple fallen down tree trunks, some hollow tree trunks that someone would have to jump over, travel through, whatever sort of route you would have decided. But all of these routes lead towards a central clearing with a large tree.
Well, south is out, because that's a lot of water. I really don't want to deal with that. North, I feel like is a little too open. And I know, the electric type worrying about the flying gym. But still, the shrubbery might be nice. Assuming the foe is in the air. I could hide. East and west are looking good to me. I think I'm going to go west. The hollow trees are going to provide good cover. Not only concealment, but like actual straight up cover.
Okay.
Jorah shuffles with his Pokeballs, pulls out Baskervilles, and says, all right, I believe I'm going to be starting at the west route.
Very well. With your decision made, set forth, Chota will be waiting for you. And he gives his warm smile.
Wish me luck, as Jorah waves to Abe.
He waves back. He'll, as you're walking away, give a number of whistles into the air, and you're not sure what they might mean, but some sort of signal has been sent.
Probably to the Pokemon, if I had to guess. But Jorah's going to walk to the west side entrance. He's going to send out Baskerville.
Baskerville appears onto the ground, and with the bright sun lamps, he immediately is spreading his frills and just basking.
Jorah gives a little chuckle. Hey, listen. We're in a pretty serious situation right now. I need you to go into there. You see that big tree? There should be some eggs around that tree. You need to find one and bring it back here. Now, be aware, there might be something out there, but I know you can handle it.
Baskerville will nod, ready to face the challenge alongside you.
I'm just going to give Baskerville a pat on the head. I'm going to look him in his eyes and I'm just going to say, you've got this. Be smart and be fast. But most importantly, be safe.
As Baskerville heads into the forest, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Roll for Baskerville this time.
Roll for Baskerville. That's a 4.
A 4. First things first, I want to step out from initiative really quick and tell you a bit about what this gym test is going to look like mechanically. This gym test is both a skill challenge and a battle. That big tree that you saw, Jorah has deduced that's likely where the mock pokey egg is, and it's about 100 feet deep into the forest. You are entering through the west, which has these old hollow tree trunks. Fallen, some of them are kind of stacked on top of each other, kind of in an obstacle course-esque way. And on top of that, Shota, a Pokemon you are not sure the species of, is inside the forest and is going to try and harry Baskerville. What Baskerville can do is he can do the regular combat actions, attack, dash, disengage, etc. But he can also use a skill each turn to try and traverse the forest in whatever way you choose, whether that's faster, quieter, looking for cover, to get defense, etc., etc. But it's a skill challenge, so think outside the box with your skills, and it is potentially a battle if you take it that route. Okay?
All right.
So, top of our first round here, Shota, somewhere in the forest, is going to make a perception check to try and spot the burglar. Okay. As Baskerville begins to kind of tentatively step into the forest, there's almost immediately a of wings somewhere into the forest that begin moving in your direction. Baskerville, it is your turn.
All right. So, the reason I chose Baskerville over Cola, Baskerville's got a +2 to survival. I think that's going to help a lot. Cola's got the raw power, and we'll save him for when we need that. But right now, we gotta be a little smarter. So, there are some fallen logs near Baskerville. If I know they're going in his direction, Baskerville is still going to approach the big tree. Is there a chance he could use his survival skill to kind of mentally path out? What is the path that's going to expose me the least?
I would say that's not going to be survival, but since this is about finding a path where you're going to have cover and whatnot, we can treat it as a stealth check.
Sure, we'll take that.
Not necessarily like a I am stealthing, but like you are looking for a route and identifying a stealthy route.
He's not being sneaky, he's finding a route that is sneaky.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another 4.
Another 4? Okay. With his action trying to parse out a route, Baskerville has not quite figured it out. He's just kind of turning his head in the confused way that animals do. How much speed would you like to move?
Let's see. He's got 20 feet of walking. Since he's confused, I don't think he could move the full 20 feet. We'll say 10 feet.
Okay. Then, after Baskerville's turn, there's still a something flying in his direction. Baskerville, you're up.
Can Jorah make a perception check to see if I could find a bird in the forest?
Go ahead, yeah, make a perception check, Jorah.
That is a 9.
You aren't quite seeing anything here right now. Probably just because it's flying through trees and everything.
Man, sure is a nice forest. I hope my friend Baskerville's doing okay.
Speaking of Baskerville, what would Baskerville like to do?
I think moving forward is a better option than most of what I have right now. So, if I'm allowed, I do want to try to find another route through more of these trees, going through them, going under them whenever I can, just to, expose himself a little less. If I'm allowed to make a similar check, maybe not the same.
So if this is about, actually going through the trees, not just plodding around in your head, go ahead and make an acrobatics check, I'll say, as you're, doing hollow tree trunk parkour.
Well, let's see what the dice say about that. Never mind, the dice say Baskerville's a parkourer great at this. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I'll say Baskerville can move 3 times his movement speed this round, just because he's launching himself off tree trunks, then jumping off of the, standing trees, maybe swinging through a couple vines. A modified 20 is pretty big.
Alright, so that would mean 60 feet of movement.
Yeah.
I'll say he'll move, if he just moved 10, how smart do I want to play this? I should probably play pretty smart. He'll move 40 feet, so we've moved a grand total of 50 feet into the forest.
Okay.
Maybe something changes halfway.
As Baskerville does that, and that's his turn, flying out from the treetops, a small brown-red bird with black underwings swoops down and goes, "Caw!" And I need to know, as it flies into melee with Baskerville and does a peck attack, does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
This is going to be, I believe you resist flying, correct?
Correct. He is electric normal.
That is going to be 7 flying type damage to Baskerville as a powerful peck attack strikes him. As it seems the progress he made moving into the forest also got him closer to his enemy.
So Baskerville is a little hurt, but I think he can still do this.
Yeah, as Shota strikes this small brown-red bird, flies away. Does Baskerville want to do anything? He's flying out of range now. He was just in melee.
I don't think the answer is to beat the bird yet. We can do that later, but we need to get to the egg first.
Okay. Shota
All right.
flies out of range, and Baskerville, it's your turn. You just got struck.
He did, in fact, and it hurt. Would Jorah have any idea of what type of Pokemon that is, or was that, he didn't even see it?
You might have been able to see it. Go ahead and make a nature check, higher DC, just because you probably didn't make out many details.
That is a 10.
From here, you're not able to tell, Jorah. Obviously, it's not a very large bird.
I'm aware that it is bird of size.
Bird of a small assortment.
Alright, that narrows it down to...
It had an angry face.
Jorah's got no idea.
That's okay. You've still got 100 feet to go until you make it to the clearing, Baskerville.
100?
You went 50 feet into the forest. You got 100 feet more to get to the clearing center, where that tree is.
Alright. If we've got 100 feet to go, then I probably should have moved that at full 60. What we need to do right now is break line of sight with this bird, because if it's on us, we're never getting there. I have a bit of a weird idea. Could Baskerville use Thundershock on one of these trees to create a smoke screen?
I will say if he rolls high enough, he could maybe cause some leaves or something to fall, or maybe even the tree trunk to crack and fall, and then that would spur up debris and maybe make a smoke screen. It'd have to be a high check, though.
Have to be a high... Okay, that's not great. You know what? I've never shied away from a bad idea twice. Let's do it.
Okay, roll to attack this tree.
We're looking for a hollow log nearby that Baskerville could punch into and create dust, really.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Let's do this. You got this, Baskerville. That is an 18.
Yeah, passing that DC, Baskerville ends up blasting one of these tree trunks. Let's see damage to see how much of a smokescreen is made.
Got 1d6 plus 3. That's a 4.
That's a 4. It is a small smokescreen. However, it does give him a smokescreen. I will say it will give him cover on an next attack, but it's not quite big enough for him to be able to stealth yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as we could theoretically get away from this bird using it, I'm fine.
Cool. Are you going to move at all, or are you going to stay in the little debris pool you just made?
You said it was enough to give him, like, concealment, but not really... It's not big enough to really move anywhere yet.
It's enough to give you cover, so like a bonus to your AC, not enough to give you a stealth chance.
Alright, can Baskerville in some way spread his little frills out and kind of work them like a fan to move this dust to a place he could hide in?
Okay, you want to make him use his ears as
Is that an option?
wind fans. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for Baskerville controlling his ears to do this. I'm going to say DC 14 on this.
Alright. You know what? That's about as well as I could have hoped. That's a 6.
Okay, you still have this little cover, but Baskerville's not really making a dent in getting it to move anywhere. I'm going to say that's your action, and then trying to do that could have been half your movement.
Yeah, we'll say half movement just to get a little closer.
What's half your movement?
Half is 10.
Okay. Then, in that case, doing a quick turn around, arcing around a standing tree trunk, and then zooming back down to the ground is Shota, this small sparrow-like Pokemon, and he is going to try and do another peck attack towards Baskerville. I'm going to say Baskerville has a +2 to his AC right now due to the little dust covering he has. Well, that is an 8 to hit.
So that does not hit.
Okay, Shota, due to the dust, ends up missing his attack. Jorah. Oh, and then Shota once again flies out of melee into the trees.
Flies out of melee, you say?
Yeah, just like he did last time.
How far away is he?
He's just exiting your melee and maybe going about 10 feet away. Kind of into the treetops.
Baskerville would like to use Thundershock with a range of 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, this is Thundershock being used in melee as an attack of opportunity, though. Are you doing this as an attack of opportunity? Let me clarify.
I do not want to use it in melee. I would like to wait for him to be at a range. It's just this has a range of 60 feet, so I wanted to throw that number out there so I understand where I want to... No. Just keep it simple, stupid. No.
Cool. Baskerville, you pass about the chance of an attack of opportunity, and Shota flies into the cover of leaves and branches. Baskerville, it's your turn. Your dust cloud is kind of starting to settle now.
Would Baskerville still see Shota, or is Shota just gone?
Shota's there. You can see Shota. Shota has some cover.
Some cover. I think it's still worth trying. Because that para could be crazy, and if not, it's electric type damage.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try it.
Okay.
Baskerville's going to try to hit a Thundershock.
Roll to attack. Shota's AC with the cover right now is 14.
Alright, so relatively even playing field then, actually. Jorah has inspiration, but I don't know if I can burn that for him.
You can. It's your player inspiration, it's not trainer specific.
I'll hold on to it for now. If I fail the gym challenge because of it, I'll kick myself later. Here we go. Okay, Baskerville is actually just him. That's a nat 20.
Natural 20! Oh! So, here's how super effective works. When it's super effective, you double the dice that you roll. And since it's crit, you double that dice as well.
So we're rolling 4d6.
Yep.
Plus 3.
Uh-huh.
Baskerville, I think I have to start using him more. He's kind of proven to be him. Okay, not the best, but 10 electric type damage in total. And because it was a natural 20, the target is paralyzed.
All right. 10 electric damage to Shota. A mighty thundershock racks through Shota the Spearo. A lingering pulse of electricity indicates that he is paralyzed. Good job, Baskerville.
All right. So with this paralysis, it's still conscious, correct?
Yes, it is still conscious. Is Baskerville going to move at all?
Well, that's the thing. I'm wondering, should I take out Shota to make the challenge easier, or should I just keep moving?
You've already done an attack this turn, so you can't take out Shota this turn. And whether
right.
you want to move or not, I will leave up to you.
Moving, I think, is better here. Baskerville running out of the dust cloud he created. I don't think I could make another roll here to try to get some more movement out of us.
Probably not. You already took your action.
Probably not. We'll just move the 20 feet closer to the big tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel real silly if the egg isn't there.
As you move away, Shota is not going to follow. Shota is going to fly into the tree tops. Actually, I have to roll to see if Shota can do anything this turn. Because Shota is paralyzed. And Shota is paralyzed and cannot move. Shota is stuck there in the treetop. Baskerville, it is the start of your turn. Shota is about 30 feet away. You are about 70 feet away from the clearing.
You know what? We need to keep the stakes. If I just knock out Shota, it's not fun for you. And I want both of us to have fun. We're gonna focus everything on moving closer to that egg.
Dashing?
You know what? Sure. Yeah, we'll use the dash action for this.
Shota is now 70 feet away. Let's see if Shota can move this turn. Shota can move. Shota is going to move into the trees and hide. What is Baskerville's passive perception?
I think a 10, because he doesn't have a perception modifier, and his wisdom is 11.
Okay, Baskerville has lost sight of Shota.
Honestly, that's fine. I think one solid hit from either party is going to knock him out, and I'll take that any day.
Baskerville, it's your turn. You are 30 feet away from the base of this tree. You've probably at this point entered this clearing. There is this large tree, thick-trunked, where at the top of the trunk, the branches parse out and cradle a nest at the top of the trunk, wherein you can see poking out a mock egg.
Okay, stupid question. Is it obviously a fake egg, so Baskerville does not believe he's transporting a real egg?
It is obviously a fake egg.
Okay, good. Just wanted to clear that up. I want to have a better brain to think of things. I would like to try to... You know what? Enough of that. Baskerville's going to move into the clearing.
Okay.
And Baskerville's going to take the dodge action, actually.
Dodge action. All right, you're 10 feet away from this trunk, and you start taking the dodge action. Let's see if Shota can do anything this turn. Shota can. There is a... Jorah might hear it. What's Jorah's passive perception?
That's a great question. I think it's 11.
You barely hear the sound of wings flying. You're not sure what direction, but you do know that Shota has moved from wherever Shota was. Baskerville's turn.
Baskerville's going to make his way, finally, up to this mock egg.
You are 10 feet from the base of the trunk. Now you have to scale the trunk.
Oh, now I have to scale the trunk. Okay.
Does Baskerville
Well-
have a climb speed?
Baskerville does not have a climb speed. Juice does, but Juice hates me
Yes.
and is bug type.
Yes.
So we're going to have to get real creative with how we scale this tree.
Yeah, it's a wooden tree, you know, thick bark, grooves in the bark and everything. Baskerville do be a lizard. If you wanted to just try and climb it, you could. I would just ask for an athletics check.
You know, Baskerville probably could do it. They do be climbing trees.
They do be climbing trees, those little lizard guys.
Sure, I'll give you an athletics check to see if that'll work.
Yeah, DC 13.
Alright, you can only be him for so long. That's an 8.
Baskerville tries climbing up this tree. I will say he still gets up to the top of the trunk, but it takes his action to dash there, so he's not going to be able to grab the egg or anything like that this turn.
That's fine. We'll take that.
Time to see if Shota can do anything. Shota is doing something somewhere, or maybe not doing something somewhere. Who knows? Baskerville.
You do. Are there soft bows of branches around? Like, if I'm at the top of this tree, or if Baskerville is, could he look down and try to find softer areas of this tree? Bundles of branches, lots of fluffy leaves.
Make a nature check for Baskerville. Or, he's got that survival. I'll let this be survival.
12.
Yeah, I'll say he can find a slightly soft spot if he wanted to drop the egg or jump down with the egg, something like that.
I think that is the whole plan currently. Baskerville is going to walk over to the egg, lift it up onto his small little helioptile back, using his ears to kind of stabilize it. I would like Baskerville, with this egg, to drop down to that pile of branches that he saw, or that branch, rather.
Make an acrobatics check for Baskerville to jump down and try and gracefully land along these branches and then lightly onto the ground.
That is a 19.
You have the egg, and you have to go 150 feet back.
Yes. However, both Shota and Baskerville are pretty hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a chance that we still make it out of this fine.
Yeah.
I do believe that is his turn, though.
Shota is doing something somewhere, or maybe not doing something somewhere. Baskerville, what are you doing? And which route would you like to take back?
You know what? I've actually got an idea for that. I think we're actually going to go east through all the thick shrubbery.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, when we get there.
If you want to dash, the egg is not hindering you. If you want to dash, you can get into that part of the clearing you're in is only 30-foot radius, so you could get there pretty easily.
But then I might get hit, and with Baskerville's current health, he might go down.
There's also a chance Shota gets paralyzed. You also don't know if Shota is nearby or not.
I'm assuming he's never that far. Okay, you know what? We are going to move just 20 feet. We're going to take the dodge action once again. I would like to play it safe.
Okay.
Once Cola hits the field, we can start breaking things in half.
Sounds good. I'm just going to roll to see if Shota can do anything. Okay. Baskerville, what are you doing on your turn?
We're going to move completely into the eastern part of this forest.
Okay.
With all of the thick shrubbery. We are once again a little harder to see. I think Baskerville's going to dash action here to do 40 feet out of the forest.
Okay.
Well, 40 feet more forest.
You got 90 feet to go as Baskerville, with his little lizard legs, is jumping through, crawling between these thick bushes. He might need to start making skill checks to make through the bushes. They're rather thick. That said, it is Shota's turn, and...
Can Shota do anything?
I'm going to have to roll a check for Shota. Baskerville, you're up.
Is there a chance that Baskerville could use survival to find the path of least resistance through these bushes? He'd have to move the least amount of things, create the least amount of disturbance.
Go ahead and make a survival check again. Let's see if he can make up for his lost check earlier.
That's a 10.
A 10, that's not too bad. He's able to mark a somewhat helpful path. I will see he can move at normal speed, as the bushes here impose difficult terrain.
Alright, we'll move that full 20 then.
Alright, time to see if Shota can do anything. Alright, another check for Shota. Baskerville, you're up.
I think if that buff that I still have where I can move normally is still active, I would like to move the full 20, of course. How far away am I from the exit?
So far, you are 70. That's at the start of your turn.
2 dashes gets me out. I live 2 dashes. We'll take a dash action here.
Okay. That only gets you 50 feet.
That's fine.
Because, remember, difficult terrain here. So as Baskerville is pushing through brute force through all of these bushes, time for Shota's turn. Shota spotted Baskerville last turn and has slowly been making his way towards where he has heard Baskerville moving. Or sorry, he spotted Baskerville a couple turns ago and arrived by where Baskerville is this turn. He is going to try and strike a Baskerville. I will say Baskerville has 3/4 covered due to the thick bushes, so you have +5 here.
Nice.
However, Shota was stealthed, so Shota gets advantage on this.
Okay.
Okay. Modified 20.
That hits.
All the marbles, a quick peck attack against Baskerville.
He's got 6 health, so as long as it doesn't do 6 damage, we're good.
That is 4 flying type damage to Baskerville.
He's still in it. He's got 2 left.
Baskerville, it's your turn. Shota's unable to move away from you. So you are in melee with Shota.
Alright, I would like Baskerville to use Thunder Shock against Shota in melee range. I am going to burn Inspiration.
Go ahead, roll to attack Thundershock point blank at normal. AC is 12.
So, would this still be a Dex melee?
Dex melee, yeah.
Okay. I really need this to hit. That's why I burned the thing. I'm not taking chances. Ooh. 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Alright, then that means that is... We're going down to 1d6 plus 3 here.
It's super
Wait.
effective.
Super effective, right? So 2d6 plus 3. Looking like 12 electro-type damage in total.
Yeah, here, stuck in the bushes, Jorah, you're on the other side of this forest. You're not sure what's going on, and in the distance, there's a bright yellow flash. And then, after about a minute of slowly hauling this egg over to you, Baskerville will plop around the corner, having traveled all the way around the forest back to you, and put the egg at your feet, as Shota was knocked out.
Can I go find Shota?
As you kind of go to try and start looking into the forest, Abel say, don't worry, the young little bird will get over here soon. He gives a little whistle. The bird call echoes throughout this here room. Very soon after, Shota the Sparrow will fly out from the forest and onto Abe's falconry glove, and he will motion you back over to the garden table.
I will scoop up Baskerville and the egg, and I will walk over.
Abe will say, as you arrive, "Congratulations, Jorah, son. You did well against Shota. Here's a reward for passing this test, as well as some potions to heal your Pokemon. Your burglar's HP, but not power points, just HP, will be fully restored, and you will be rewarded with 1,500 Pokédollars.
Woo! We have money!
Your next test
Finally.
awaits you on the elevator. Take it easy on Rodney. The young boy is eager to prove himself.
I'll try my best, but that does make 2 of us. Thank you, Abe. It was nice to see Baskerville prove himself so dramatically.
Take care, son.
I'll extend my hand for a handshake. Why not?
He'll shake your hand, and Shota the Sparrow will give a caw-caw, one of recognition.
I'll give him a small head bow, and I will walk over to the elevator. And I will recall Baskerville. I am not quite sure if I'll use him for this one.
Yeah.
I might.
As you recall Baskerville and step back into the elevator once again, after about 15 seconds of tense waiting, it shoots up rapidly. Once again, spitting you, Jorah, out into a large room after stopping for the next floor of the gym. This room is slightly smaller than the previous floor, maybe only 2/3 the size, but the mural of the sky and the bright ceiling lamps simulating the sun remain the same. There is no lush forest, however, just a basic battling field with a series of small metallic circles amongst the sand. A short boy with overalls and an oversized bucket hat waves wildly at you, Jorah, as you enter into the room. This is, presumably, Rodney, your next inspector. Well, hi! My name's Rodney, but I prefer folks call me Rod. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing quite all right, Rod. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for sharing. I want to get things moving, Jorah. So I'm a cut to chase. I'm a quiz ya and test your knowledge on how battling in the sorts works. It'll be a proper one-on-one battle. No fancy obstacle course like what their Abe gave you. And any questions for me?
So, just a full-on battle then?
Full-on battle with some quiz questions.
All right. I know just the man for the job.
All right.
How many questions?
Well, you'll find out. Up until the battle ends.
As many as I can think of. Counts on his fingers. 3.
3. He holds up 4 fingers.
I love him. I want to cherish him. I'll save Cola for the end. I feel like I'm gonna need him at tip-top shape for this. We'll use Baskerville once again. Plus, he needs screen time.
Love that. All right, I'm gonna send out my Tsubasa and let's get ready to battle. And Rodney is going to, like, with both hands, throw a Pokeball into the air. And I want you to, Jorah, roll initiative.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice, Jorah, you are going to go first here. What you see as you send out Baskerville is a large, probably like about the size of a medium dog, a bird with cream-colored feathers and a bit of bright reddish pink plumage coming out from its head, as well as bright pinkish purple reddish tail feathers. And Rodney says, "Go, Tsubasa!" And it's your turn as you have sent out Baskerville.
Alright, so we're gonna try something here. Baskerville's going to use Tail Whip.
Oh, what do I have to do for a tail whip?
That is a Wisdom save, DC 11.
Ooh, wisdom save. I have a +2 to this. That is a 10.
Alright, the target takes 1 additional damage from attacks. Can stack up to +5.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm not gonna stack it that high.
Anything else, Jorah? Or is that it?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really can do. Could Jorah do a nature check? Would I know anything about a Tsubasa?
Yeah, you can if you would like.
So that is a 12.
12. It is some sort of Cantonian bird. You're not sure which. While you're thinking on that, Jorah, Rod is going to dramatically point his finger in the air, slam it down, pointing towards Baskerville, and is going to say, oh, shoot, you know what? Hold up. Sorry, sir, I forgot to ask you your first question. Starting with something simple, lots of bird Pokemon like Tsubasa have the Keen Eye ability. What does this ability protect bird Pokemon from?
That prevents lowering of accuracy.
Correct!
Things like Sand Attack wouldn't affect it.
Oh man, shucks, you got it real right there. Go ahead and roll a d4, Jorah. We'll apply this buff retroactively.
2.
2. So actually, this is not a buff we will apply retroactively. You get an additional damage die on your next attack.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So knowing Pokemon is actually going to help me a lot in this fight.
Yeah, as these little tiny vents in the floor open up and give Baskerville a boost of momentum. Whether that would be channeled into a Thundershock or a Tackle is up to you in the future. Then, in that case, since it is Rodney's turn, he's like, well, you got that right, but will you dodge this one? And he's going to have Tsubasa use a quick attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
Modify 20.
Definitely hits.
2 normal type damage. And then he's going to say, all right, you just hit him with that quick attack. Now use a gust behind him. And I want Baskerville to make a dexterity save to dodge the 20-foot line gust attack.
That is a 17.
17, you will dodge, which will mean no damage to Baskerville as he dodges the gust. And he'll be like, ah, shucks, you did well, Tsubasa. Top of the round, this is when this is supposed to happen. Time for a real question. A Geodude uses Rock Throw on an Incada. What's the effective strength of the Rock Throw? Stepping out of game, I, as the GM, am looking for a power number here. What would the effective power of Geodude using Rock Throw on Incada be?
Geodude using Rock Throw on Nincada.
Yep.
Nincada, as far as I'm aware, is just a bug type. So that's half. But then Stab comes in. Oh gosh, is Stab first or second? Because that does matter. That's for me to think about, not for you to answer. I think Stab is applied first, so if Rock Throw... I have a number in my head, because I know Rock Throw is not that strong of a move. I want to say the effective power of rock throw would be like 35, 35.5, I think.
Ha!
I'm
You
gonna go
got
with
it
that.
so wrong. It's 75. And I'm going to roll a d4 for Rodney to see what buff he gets. Jorah, it is Baskerville's turn. As you see some of those vents behind Tsubasa open up and give him some momentum.
I think that's such a cool gimmick. All right. You know what? We're just going to run for it. Baskerville, he's going to try to hit Tsubasa with a Thunder Shock. And if this doesn't work, I really hope he's not a ground type, like half ground type. Because that would suck.
You roll normal to hit, and then if you hit, your attack will do an extra damage die.
Extra damage die. Okay, right, because it's... Okay. I'm assuming you have a table of buffs.
I do have a table of buffs.
That is a 10.
Baskerville channels that momentum, blasts off a lightning-fast Thunder Shock, and Tsubasa just barrels around it, Goku style.
Well, can't hit them all.
That's your buff expended, and Rodney's gonna shout, "Tsubasa, with your momentum, hit him with a quick attack!" As a bonus action, he gets advantage on this one thanks to his buff. Modified 20 again.
Definitely hits.
That is going to be 3 normal type damage to Baskerville. And then Rodney's going to say, "Now fly up and hit him with a gust attack from right atop." And I need you to make another dex save.
Okay. That is a 15.
Managed to dodge the gust once again as Baskerville rolls out of the way, completely avoiding the powerful wind that just struck the ground where he was standing. Well, you dodged that, and speaking of dodging, a Scyther has used Double Team 6 times. A Starly is battling with the Scyther and only has time to get one attack off before it faints. What attack should Starly use?
Aerial Ace. It can't miss.
Drat! You got it right!
I know that one by heart.
Go ahead and make a d4 roll.
4.
Oh, 4. Baskerville, 2 of these vents next to him are going to power up and pour energy into him, and he is going to get 1 set of agility. So here's what that's going to do for him. Because agility is something that can stack multiple times. The first stack gives him double movement speed and advantage on dex saves.
That's going to be so helpful.
It is indeed.
All right. So Baskerville kind of amping himself up a little bit.
Yeah, as you begin to see Baskerville's like moving faster, almost like vibrating in place, what will Baskerville do?
We're gonna try a Thunder Shock again because, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll to attack with Thunder Shock.
How's a dirty 20?
A dirty 20 hits. Roll damage. It is super effective.
So, 11 electric type damage goes out.
11 electric type damage. Okay. As a quick Thunder Shock rocks through Tsubasa the Pidgeotto.
Pidgeotto is not paralyzed.
Cool. Then in that case, that is Baskerville's turn, and it is Rodney who is up. Rodney is actually going to do his own agility. He's like, "Oh, well, you're moving faster. Well, don't worry, I can copy that too." And he's going to set up an agility on Tsubasa. And then as a bonus action, he is going to quick attack you.
Okay.
10 to hit.
I think that actually misses. Yep, misses.
Okay. The quick attack this time with his extra speed. Helioptile Baskerville is going to jump out of the way over top Tsubasa. It is the top of the round, and Ronnie's like, "Okay, well, you seem to know a lot about Aerial Ace, but I got a question for you. What are ghost type moves that can be used to damage a normal type?"
A ghost type move that can damage a normal type put. I feel like it's a status effect. Curse?
That's one of them. There's 3 more.
3 more. I know Curse because it's a status effect. Jorah's gonna shrug. Dream Eater?
Dream Eater's a psychic type move, you buffoon.
Right,
You were thinking of Nightmare. And with that incorrect answer, Jorah. Oh, Tsubasa is going to get an automatic second stack of agility as 2 vents pour off bluish energy into Tsubasa, and he begins moving faster. Now he has a +2 to his AC.
Dream Eater's a psychic type move?
Dream Eater is psychic type.
But it's Gengar's thing.
It's also Drowsy's thing.
Hmm.
Also, that 11 damage was actually 12 damage because of Tail Whip.
You're so right.
It is Baskerville's turn.
All right. I still think we just hit Thundershock and hope.
Yeah, go for it.
Because 12 damage is nothing to scoff at this level.
AC now is 15.
That is an 18.
That'll hit. Roll damage. Let's see if you can knock him out.
8 electric type damage in total with Tail Whip accounted for.
It's super effective, remember.
You're so right. I'm gonna just roll a d6. All right, that is another 6. So that is 14 electric type damage.
14 electric type damage as Baskerville, despite Tsubasa's extra speed, just immediately blasts off another Thundershock, and the bird goes falls to the ground, fried and twitching. You have defeated Rodney's Pidgeotto. Now that there were a good scrap, pal. Huh, it was fun battling ya. And he's gonna hold out his Pokeball in return. Tsubasa, and he's gonna say, "You did well, Tsubasa."
Yes, though I might be a superior battler, I clearly have a lot to learn about specifics of Pokemon.
Ah,
And
well.
Jorah's gonna hold out his hand. Sorry, you go.
Oh no, you hold out your hand.
Yeah, I hold out my hand for a handshake. It was a good fight.
Rodney will kind of take off his bucket hat, hold it against his chest, and shake your hand. Yeah. And he's gonna search through his pockets, kind of rumble through them, and be like, here you go for your trouble, and Sarah's waiting for you above. And he's going to heal up Baskerville to full once again. Not power points, just hit points. And then you get 400 Poké Dollars from Rodney.
Thank you, Rodney. See you around, Rod.
Ah! See you around, Jorah. Bye, Baskerville.
Baskerville's, one of his ears is going to wave.
Rodney will go over to a little healing station, heal up Tsubasa, and the elevator awaits you.
All right, I'm going to recall Baskerville. When I get into the elevator, I'm going to brace my arms against the sides of the walls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know its tricks.
You do indeed. You brace your arms against the walls as it blasts you cannon-like upwards, and you come to the third room, the third testing room of the gym. The back of the elevator opens up once more, and you step in calm and composed, not fallen over like usual. You notice this room is probably only half as large as the previous one, and this time is a plain battlefield. There's nothing fancy on the floor, and now the murals on the walls depict one being above the clouds, not below them. A woman with bouncy blonde hair and in a blue dress with poofy dandelion-like palms at the end of the sleeves and around the collar stands across from you. Go ahead and make a nature check to discern what this outfit looks like.
That's what I think it is. I think I'm in trouble. That's a 10.
You're not sure what this is, and as you walk forward and are studying this outfit, the woman will say, "Hello, Challenger. My name is Sarah, and it is time for your final test before our dear Falkner above. You, darling, will be facing me and my Pokemon in a classic double battle. Do not worry, though. It will not be more of those boring birds you will be battling. I have finer tastes than my co-workers regarding flying types. Do you have any questions for me?"
Well, if it's a double battle, I guess not entirely. Any questions I have are going to be answered once we start battling.
Very well. How well will you fare commanding multiple Pokemon at once, I wonder? And she's going to step to the other side of the battlefield, grab 2 Pokeballs, one with a black case around it and the other with a white case around it, and she will await you to prepare your Pokeballs as well.
Well, Jorah's got Cola and Helioptile. Baskerville. Wow, I don't know why I didn't put the respect on his name. He's been carrying.
He has been.
He's been doing way better. You know how I think Hop does it, where he kind of like smacks his face before battle?
Yeah.
Kind of pulls that, stretches his arms, and gets over to the other side of the battlefield. Interesting that for the double battle, it's the smallest room.
Well, it's because you're progressing upwards towards the dome. But you step at the other side of this battlefield. Sarah looks at you and says, "Are you ready to begin?"
As I'll ever be.
Very well. Salt, pepper, show him what for.
That's adorable. I'm going to be destroyed, but that's adorable.
What is your call out?
I say your spices and I raise you. Cola, Baskerville, let's get this done.
Jorah, go ahead, roll initiative at the start of this trainer battle.
21.
Oh, wow. You actually ended up beating Sarah out here. As the battle begins and Sarah sends out these two Pokeballs, the Pokeball with the black case around it releases a fall of black particles, almost like ground pepper falling via gravity, and appearing out of it is a green flower seed, flower bud, something like that, with a bright yellow flower at the top, and it just floats and spins in the air. Coming out of the white-cased Pokeball, after a release of crackling white sparks like salt being crushed and scattered in the wind, is a purple scorpion with wings attached between, kind of like a flight suit appearance.
Is that a Flabébé and a Gliscor?
Not as big as a Gliscor, not a Flabébé. A Flabébé would be like a little pixie atop a flower. This is more a green flower bud with the flower atop, and it's floating in the wind.
Is it holding flowers?
It is not. It's more of a Kirby shape, is the best way I can put it.
I'll figure it out later. Before we truly get started, I would like to say Cola has Intimidate. And it says when it enters combat, choose an opposing Pokemon. Its attack rolls have a -2 penalty applied while this Pokemon is in sight. I would like to apply this to Salt. It looks like a much more dangerous Pokemon to me. I want to intimidate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will mark the Intimidate. Salt is intimidated and will have a -2 penalty to his attack rolls. But it is the start of your turn, Jorah. Baskerville and Cola will go at the same turn, and then Pepper and Salt will go.
Okay, we've actually got some potential here. Baskerville is going to Tail Whip Pepper. Wisdom save DC 11.
Natural 20.
Yeah, it's excited. Nothing happens.
Yep.
Cola is going to charge.
Okay, Cola is charging.
I believe that's all I got right now.
All right.
Nuclear Cola.
Cola begins to let electricity pulse through his body, his Shinx fur glistening in it, and Baskerville the Helioptile turns around, whips his tail, but the tail whip has no effect. Top of Sarah's turn, she's going to say, Pepper, darling, put that little kitty to sleep. I don't want it chowing on your little petals. And I need Cola to make a Constitution saving throw, as Pepper the Skiploom is going to float over and use sleep powder on you.
Natural 20.
Double natural 20, okay. Yeah.
Cola's got that caffeine.
And then she's going to say, oh dear, well, Salt, take that little kitty out. Use Poison Sting. And I need to know, does a 5 hit you?
You know, on a bad day it might, but this is a good day. No.
Okay, there you go. Then, top of the round, it is back to you, Jorah.
All right. We're going to do Cola first. Cola is going to run up and hit this small flower Pokemon with Spark.
Okay, roll to attack.
Does a 13 hit?
13 exactly hits the armor class. Go ahead, roll damage with advantage. It is neutral.
It is neutral? Okay, that's very good to know, but we still take the advantage. Wow, that's serendipitous. We are looking at 13 electric type damage going out.
Massive, powerful spark attack blasts into Pepper, the Skiploom. Pepper, despite being neutral to electric types, is kind of reeling from the attack.
An opening! Baskerville, Thundershock Pepper! As Baskerville, he's going to step up to the plate. He's got this. He's simply him.
He is simply him. Roll to attack.
21.
21 hits. Go ahead, roll damage. It's neutral.
6 electric type damage going to Pepper.
Pepper is still holding on, but this little skip bloom is barely floating through the wind right now. Anything else?
I don't think I have anything else, no. I have nothing for bonus actions.
Okay, then, in that case, it is Sarah's turn, and Sarah is simply going to say, "Oh, dear Pepper! I know it didn't work the first time, but it's your best chance at winning this. Sleep powder once again on the little kitty." Go ahead and make a con save for Cola.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Cola is going to fall asleep. Honk shoe from the sleep powder.
I think that means charge goes away too.
No, we'll say
It's 'cause
charge
of-
stays up even though it's concentration.
Okay, we'll take that. I'll absolutely take that.
Yeah.
Jorah's just gonna look over at Cola and just, oh, no, not right now.
And then she's going to turn towards Salt and say, "Salt, take out the sleeping little... You said Cola? Cola." And Salt, the Gligar, this flying scorpion, is going to swoop down, and since Cola is unconscious, has advantage on this attack.
But remember, still intimidate.
Still intimidate, but that's a natural 20.
That still hits, yeah.
Cola actually can't be poisoned right now. You're lucky.
Yeah. And
How-
it's neutral damage.
It is neutral damage. That is going to be 6 poison damage to Cola.
He's me.
He is me. It is your turn, Jorah. At the end of Cola's turn, he can make a con save to try and wake up.
Alright. I still think getting rid of that skip bloom is our best bet out of here. So we're just going to hit it with another Thundershock.
Roll to attack.
That's a 6.
6 is going to miss.
I'm trying to think of what I, as a trainer, could do to try to help out Cola, but I did not buy an Awakening, so I think he's just going to have to hit this roll.
You're just going to have to hit this roll. Yeah, indeed. Go ahead and make a con save.
Alright. You got this, Cola. 15.
Cola wakes up, but that is a turn where he didn't get to attack, which was nice. With Cola already awoken, Pepper, not quite realizing it, is going to do a synthesis and is going to try and recover some hit points. She thought she would have more time. Okay. With Pepper basking in the sun lamps and recovering some hit points, Salt the Gligar is going to do another poison sting against Cola.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit Cola? Sorry, a 14. Does a 14 hit Cola?
14 does hit Cola.
That is going to be 4 poison damage to Cola.
And any saves or any poisons?
Make a con save to keep concentration on charge.
That is something I do need to do. 18.
Make another one retroactively for when you got damaged while unconscious.
13.
Yep, you still got it. Jorah, it's your turn. Cola and Baskerville are both awake.
He's still raring to go. Trying to remember if Skip Bloom's just a grass type or not. I don't think dark type is going to be that effective here. Baskerville's going to try to Thundershock Pepper once more, just to try to get it out of here. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. Roll damage. It is neutral.
Neutral, so this is 1d6 plus 3. 6 electric type damage going out.
Pepper, thanks to that synthesis, is still standing.
Pain. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. Cola's going to leer at Salt.
Oh, what saving throw do I have to make here?
Wisdom save, DC 11.
Natural 1.
Alright, the target has its AC reduced by 2 for the duration.
Bravo, bravo.
Make it a little easier to get stuff done on him. How's Cola looking? Items are allowed, right?
Not in gym tests.
Not in gym tests? Okay. So Cola's just gonna have to work with what he's got. Pass.
Cool. Then in that case, it is Sarah's turn, and Pepper is going to, having survived that, is going to try a absorb on Cola. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
This is going to be, 6 grass type damage to Cola.
Alright, not great, but not the worst.
As Skiploom floats on over and just touching Cola pulls energy out from him. And then Salt is going to try and swoop down at its attacker and do a good old-fashioned poison sting. He doesn't have many options, it seems. Natural 20
Ooh, against who? Cola?
against Cola.
Cola might be out here. Definitely hits.
7 poison damage, and Cola's poisoned.
Cola is at 1 health.
Cola is at 1 health. Make a con save on that charge.
15. Is that enough?
That is enough. You hold on to the concentration, and I want you to roll a D100 for Cola.
80.
80. All right. Cola is going to begin to glow. And then for a moment, you're wondering if it's going to happen. And then the glow dies out.
Soon.
It is your turn, Jorah.
I'm going to yell out onto the field. Come on, Cola. Hang in there for one more move. We're going to shift our tactic a little bit. That guy needs to get out of here. Cola's going to run up and try to hit a spark on Salt.
Okay. Go ahead, roll to hit. No, I can't do this to you. I need Jorah to make a nature check. I can't do this to you.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute.
I can't do this to you. I need you to make a nature check, Jorah.
10. 8.
8? Okay. I can't give you anything. It needed to be a 10.
You know what? I think me as a player remembered something, actually.
Yeah.
So you know what? Instead of a spark, Cola is still going to run in, but because of that, we're going to do something else. Cola, show them what you've been training for. Use Bite!
Roll to attack with Bite.
Okay, that's a 6.
That is going to miss.
Pain! Alright, Baskerville, we're gonna Thundershock the skip loop again, because what sucks is, if Cola goes down, I don't think Baskerville could win.
Well, Cola's poisoned, remember?
I'm aware.
Yep. Go ahead and roll to hit with Baskerville.
Okay, Thundershock. Dirty 20 onto skip loop.
That hits. Roll damage.
6 more electric type damage.
Pepper is still around.
Pain.
Thanks to the absorb from hitting Cola earlier, Pepper is barely holding on after another Thundershock roils on through. I'll let you do this. Make a con check for Cola real quick.
Okay. 16.
I'm going to say that's fast enough. Go ahead, roll another D100 for Cola.
Just barely.
Just barely fast enough.
My friend, that is a 95.
Cola, as a blast of poison rushes through his system, stumbles and grits his teeth as his charge is beginning to fade. And Jorah, you're pretty sure your best friend's about to faint, and your hopes of winning this challenge are about to go under. And then, what do you do in this moment, Jorah?
Well, if we're going to do this correctly, there's only one thing I can do. Jorah's going to think back on all of the times he and Cola have shared, even before this adventure. He's going to think about his growth as both a Pokemon and as a trainer, and every step of the way Cola's been there with him. And in this one moment of desperation, Jorah yells out, Cola! It can't end here!
With that burst of confidence, Cola is going to begin to glow, and it's going to envelop him this light. Vroom, 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 as the charge courses through him stronger than before, and standing before you is no longer a Shinx, but a taller, prouder Luxio with a black mane and a cocky grin. And I am going to hand you Cola's sheet.
Sorry, hold on, I'm getting a pop-up. Cola would like to learn the move.
Cola is going to be restored up to half of his evolved form's health, and he is no longer going to be poisoned.
I really just hit the Shonen protagonist boost.
You rolled super high on your first Evo check, and then you rolled high on that con check, which was me kind of saying, how fast is his evolution metabolism going to be compared to the poison metabolism? And then you rolled a 95 on the second evolution check. So, Jorah, that is the end of your turn, as Sarah's going to clap and say, "Bravo! Bravo, Cola!" And she's going to say, "But can you hold up with another assault? Pepper, salt, absorb, poison, sting combo." And I need to know, does a 12 hit Cola with absorb?
No, not anymore.
And does a 6 hit Cola, the Luxio, with poison
Didn't even
sting?
hit it before.
Luxio, now empowered and rejuvenated from the course of evolution pouring through his body, just jumps out of the way of Pepper's absorb and then quickly ducks under Salt's poison sting. And it is your turn, Jorah.
Jorah, with tears of joy in his eyes, takes off his glasses, wipes his eyes. He'll turn his cap backwards because, you know what, that was something out of the anime.
Absolutely.
I think we might just have a chance. Cola, hit Salt with another bite. Baskerville, take that Skip Bloom down with a Thunder Shock.
Go ahead, have Cola roll to hit with bite at advantage. The energy of evolution giving him a mightier swing this time.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
Alright, it's dark type damage. Does that get affected in any way?
No.
That is 11 dark type damage.
11 dark type damage to Salt. Good stuff. What did you roll to hit against Pepper?
Against Pepper, I have not rolled yet.
Okay.
Gligar flinches. Flinches on attack roll of 15 or above.
Perfect. That means he'll have a disadvantage on his next attack rolls.
Thundershock time. That's a 6.
Baskerville's kind of taken up in the moment too and like lets off a loose Thundershock, but is mainly just staring at the awesome and amazing Luxio just next to him.
In awe at the size of this lad. Baskerville, we're still in a fight.
Salt and Pepper are both still standing, and Sarah is just doing like, "Well done, darling. But, unfortunately, you've not won this yet." And I'm going to have her try a sleep powder on Cola again. And then
Okay.
she's going to do a poison sting towards Baskerville. So con save from Cola.
He gets a +1 to this, finally.
Yeah, you do.
That's an 11.
That is just enough to pass. The powder, the pollen, falls upon Cola and he just zaps it before it reaches his nose. As that happens, Gligar swoops past, dangles the scorpion tail trying to gash Baskerville as he swoops by. Does a 6 hit again?
No.
Okay, it's your turn.
Baskerville is kind of MVP right now, I'm not gonna lie. Cola did just evolve, but Baskerville's been carrying this whole time. Alright, Cola is gonna bite Salt. Baskerville is going to Thundershock Pepper and hit.
Okay, roll.
I'm predicting it now.
Which one are you going to roll first?
We'll do bite first.
Okay.
That is a 14.
Thanks to your leer, that hits.
Let's go. 12 dark type damage.
12 takes out Salt. How do you want to do that?
Cola, as he sees the poison sting miss, Cola is going to jump, intercept him midair, bite down, and as they both land to the ground, he'll just kind of gently place him down. Literally hits him with the Vegeta, remember this pain.
Literally. Cola, boom, chomps down onto Salt the Gligar, and then gently places him down on the ground, just to really dig it in. And Gligar just has swirls in its eyes, and when it comes to Sarah's turn, she will return him.
I just don't want to I don't want to thrash him around. Just nope, he's out of the fight. That's enough.
A clean KO. Let's
clean
roll
KO.
to see if Pepper gets hit.
Come on, we got this, Baskerville. 17.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Now, will it take her down? Because if it doesn't, she's in for a world of hurt next turn. 8 electric type damage.
How do you want to take Pepper out?
Let's go. Pepper, watching Salt get cleanly taken out, gives Baskerville just enough time to really focus. He spreads his frills out to absorb some of the light that healed her earlier, sparks up and blasts a thunder shock towards her direction.
Yeah, and this little floating flower that has just been fighting on this whole time, barely, finally falls, KO'd, swirls in her eyes. And with that, the battle has ended. Sarah is going to return her two Pokemon and say, "Bravo, bravo!"
Jorah's going to walk over to his two boys, give them both big hugs. You two did phenomenally. I couldn't ask for anything more. Head scritches abound, of course.
Yeah, Cola, now Luxio goes, "Rawr!" And Helioptile Baskerville goes, kind of chirping like a lizard.
Jorah's going to pat both of their heads, stand up, and walk over to Sarah. I've got to admit, it got a little dicey there, as I put my hat the correct way around.
Oh, yes, I nearly had you on the ropes, it seemed, but that Cola of yours was rather impressive. Bravo! Have you ever thought? I mean, he has such a sleek coat and such a confident demeanor. Have you ever considered partaking in the contest circuit?
That's more pipe dreaming for me, I'm afraid. As I pull on my oil-stained handkerchief ascot, I don't quite think I'm ready for that level of circuit.
Well, things to consider. Even Falkner was nervous when he first started.
Maybe one day, stars will align and we'll meet each other out there.
It would be my pleasure. And she will quickly heal your Pokemon up, full HP, not power points.
No power points.
And you are going to receive her 800 Pokédollars.
Nice. We are almost up to the point where we started this journey.
There you go. With that, Sarah will simply point towards the elevator and say, "Falkner is awaiting you above. Best of luck, Jorah."
Thank you. And I kind of motion to Cola. I think we both appreciate what you've done for us.
It was my pleasure. And she does a little bow with her hands clasped in front of her, and she will say, "Good luck, darling," as the elevator closes behind you.
I will recall Baskerville and Cola.
Yeah, of course. This final trip in the elevator is strange. There is no 15-second wait this time. Instead, the moment the door closes, you are immediately, boom, shot upward at a very high speed and suddenly stop once more, this time going a few feet off the floor of the elevator, and you fall back out the door, much like you did the first and second time entering the elevator. As you land in the final room of the gym, the very top of your challenge, you hear a chuckle from across the room. Looking around, you are in an open-air arena, where the dome of the gym has opened up to the sky above. And standing in the arena is a handsome man in his early 30s. His blue hair is well cut and slicked back out of his eyes, and he wears a fine sky blue robe that seems a bit bulky for his build. This is Falkner, leader of the Violet City Gym, the elegant master of flying Pokemon. He smiles as he greets you. "Welcome to the top of your climb, challenger. I'm sure Abe, Rod, and Sarah put you through the ringer, but you made it here all the same. I hope the elevator wasn't too jarring. Be proud you survived the cannon, too. Not everyone does," and he gives a wink.
Jorah stands up, dusts himself off. Regardless of what my Pokemon have gone through, I think the elevator has been my greatest challenge.
Well, I'm glad that you've made it up here all the same. I like to keep my gym challenge simple, since lots of kids come to me first. You may choose to use up to 2 of your Pokemon to face a single one of my flyers. You may either have a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-1 battle with me. If you win, the Zephyr badge is yours, as well as a few other prizes.
Is your choice of Pokemon the same either way?
He smiles and he says, "Would you run a gym that way?"
Probably not. I'd prefer a 1-on-1.
Very well. Then you will be facing my Noctowl, Umber, and he'll throw a Pokeball in the air. And a large, deep brown, light brown owl with a pair of horns sticking out will simply go and display its wings in the air, waiting for you.
Jorah takes out Cola's Pokeball. It's now or never, my friend. Go, Cola!
Let's go ahead and roll initiative once more.
One last time, unless I get mugged. 10.
10. All right. Falkner, faster than you, will immediately tell Umber the Noctowl. Umber, use Confuse Ray! And I need Cola as a little flashing disco ball orb. Energy emanates from Noctowl's pair of horns and begins circling around Cola. DC 13 on this wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Alright. Also, Intimidate would apply.
Yes, it would.
Not on this, but Intimidate happens. So, Wisdom save DC 13. Ooh, almost a nat 20. That's a 2.
That is a 2. Cola is confused. As Cola is confused and it's now his turn, I need you to roll a d4 for Cola.
3.
Okay, you can continue with your turn normally.
Nice. Noctowl. How do I want to handle Noctowl? I think good first option. We're just going to run up and hit it with a Spark.
Roll to attack. Armor class is 13.
How does a 21 sound?
That hits. Roll damage. It is super effective.
God, that's a lot of damage. That is 13 electric type damage, and Noctowl is paralyzed because I rolled a 16.
Oh! Mighty strike against Umber the Noctowl, lingering with electricity. Good job, Cola. Falkner is going to say, excellent technique!
It took a lot to get here.
And I'm going to roll. Umber can go. And he's simply going to say, but how will you do against a confusion? And I need to know, does a 19 hit you?
Absolutely.
This is going to be 7 psychic damage to Cola, as the confusing energy around him pulses and blasts him with psychic power. It is your turn now, Jorah. Go ahead, roll another make an insight for Cola at the end of his last turn.
Insight for Cola.
Int save, intelligence save.
Oh. That is...
This is to break out of confusion.
That's a -2. That's not good. 14.
Never mind, Cola breaks out of confusion already. It is your turn, Cola.
He's just Timothy Jones. Why fix it if it ain't broke? We're gonna hit him with Spark again.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. 23.
23 hits. Roll damage.
That is 16 electric type damage.
16 electric type damage. Umber, the Noctowl, is looking pretty hurt. Falkner is going to say, ha! Your Luxio is proving quite strong, but can it fight off a hypnosis? I need a wisdom save from Luxio.
A wisdom save.
As Umber's head begins clocking to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, in a rhythmic fashion that Cola has to fight off.
Nah, that gamer has rhythm. That is a 5.
That gamer's got rhythm, and your buddy is asleep. At the end of his turn, I need Cola to make a con save to wake up.
Jorah just kind of tenses his eyebrows a little bit. This is fine. He can wake up. Oh, almost a 19. That is a natural 1.
Natural 1. Cola is asleep still, and now it's Umber the Noctowl's turn, who is going to do an air slash. Flapping its wings, cuts one through the empty air, and a blast of wind, a knife-like of wind, slams over towards Cola. This is going to be with advantage to hit since you're unconscious.
Yes, hopefully Intimidate helps.
18 to hit.
That hits.
This is going to be... No, my die fell off my table! Oh no, another die! Where did my die go? Okay, let's roll that again. Oh no. 13... Oh wait, no, you resist.
I do resist.
12 flying type damage. And you're asleep, so you can't be flinched.
We'll take it, honestly.
End of Cola's turn. Make a con save to wake up.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
I might lose here.
You might lose here due to the one hypnosis that got off.
I mean, that's just Pokemon in general, though, really.
It really is. Umber this time. Falkner is going to say, all right, you hit it with an air slash. Now hit him with confusion. Oh. 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 Let's see. He has a -2 to hit, so that's a +3. 12.
No. AC is 13.
Kola manages to ward off the confusion. Make a con save.
His dreams are simple.
His dreams are simple.
11.
11 is not enough. Let's see if another air slash will hit. Oh, 9.
Wait, hasn't he been paralyzed?
Oh shoot, you're right. Here. We'll say he's automatically paralyzed this turn because I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. In fact, hold up. Let me retroactively roll to see if that air slash would have hit.
If that air slash would have hit.
It would have, yeah.
Okay.
His other confusion missed, so it doesn't matter. But Kola, end of your turn. Con save.
Come on, Kola. 14.
Kola wakes up.
Finally.
That was the end of his turn, though. Umber, quick, he's awake. Use a confuse ray on him. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, okay. 17.
This time Kola knows what's up. He closes his eyes and shakes his head to disperse the confuse ray floating around him. Your turn, Kola. As you fought off and somehow survived like 4 turns in sleep. Oh, you know what? Hold up. I forgot to see if paralysis happened again. Oh, you know what? That confuse ray didn't even happen. He was paralyzed. Umber tried to launch off a confuse ray, but the lingering static electricity prevented him.
All right. Hit him with another spark. Because we gotta run up, hit him. Oh, that's a nat 1. That's not good.
Cola's still kind of groggy as he just woke up and misses the spark attack. Umber, with Kola being so close, let's see if Umber can do anything. 6, he can move on this turn. Umber's gonna try an air slash. 16.
That does hit.
This is going to be... Oh, he rolled minimum. That's going to be...
I resist.
I did. I rolled the D10 instead of the D12. That's 3 flying type damage to you. But Kola is flinched. I rolled a 15 on the die.
Ooh, okay. Not great.
So
Not
Kola,
the worst situation to be in.
it is your turn. You have disadvantage on any attack rolls made this turn.
I still think we gotta go for it. We gotta hit with Spark. I'll take the disadvantage.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Oh, does an 11 hit?
An 11 will not hit. Noctowl's AC is 13.
That Leer would be really good right about now, but I didn't do that.
No.
Are items allowed in gym battles?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Items are typically only for, like, non-league battles.
Okay.
Unless it's a held item or something. Like, if you had a berry for Kola, Kola could have eaten the berry.
All right. Well, that's Cola's turn. He's just gotta live this now.
All right. Umber has been flailing about, and Falkner, with a couple missed air slashes, a couple missed confuse rays, a couple missed confusions, he's gonna go back to old reliable, and he's gonna say, "All right, Umber. Oh, thank you." He says, "Umber, use hypnosis!" And a static charge rolls through Umber, preventing Umber from moving this turn. Go ahead, Jorah.
All right. Does the disadvantage go away now?
The disadvantage is away now. It was just for 1 turn.
All right. We're gonna hit him with another Spark. Because that is our ticket out of here. Timothy Jones Esquire II. That's a natural 20.
Roll critical, super effective damage.
So that is 4d10 plus 4.
Yes.
I really hope I don't roll minimum. Oh, I just had to fucking say it.
For the viewers, he rolled a 1, a 1, a 3, and a 1.
These are d10s. So that's 10 electric type damage going out. And my soul shattering.
Make an intelligence check for Kola.
Intelligence. He's not very good at that, but that is okay. He'll simply like be better. That's like his whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
so that's a 6.
Okay.
He'll be better later.
He'll be better later. Cola, a mighty powerful charge, does connect with Umber. Unfortunately, Umber happens to have landed on the ground at that moment, and so much of the electricity just flows into the ground rather than hitting Umber. And now it's Umber's turn. Once again, point blank, Umber is still holding on, gonna try to break out of paralysis.
Yep.
That's a 4. Okay, seeing that Cola's kind of hurt, he's gonna try, very unlikely, but he's gonna try for an air slash.
I wouldn't say very unlikely. He's hit him before.
15.
That hits. This actually might take him out.
9 flying type damage.
He is at 4. He's still in it.
And you're not, I repeat, not flinched. So Cola, this air slash just slammed into you. You're barely holding on. You're like, Jorah, you're seeing your Luxio is starting to stumble a little bit. Noctowl's not faring much better. What are you doing?
Down to the wire. I've got to try one more time.
Roll to
Cola,
hit.
one last time. Take him down. How's a 23 sound?
How do you want to do this?
Cola braces himself for one moment, lets out a howl, bristling with electric energy, charges up, and plants his entire body weight right into this Noctowl. Both of them land at Falkner's feet, and Cola stands up, shakes a little bit, breathes in real deep for another roar, and collapses from exhaustion.
Yeah, absolutely. Cola tackles Umber. They both go poof, 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 rolling. They're scrapping with each other as they roll, and the electricity is flowing, and eventually they stop at Falkner's feet, who has to, he's kind of under his robe trying to hold himself together as this is happening. And you see his hair's kind of falling down a little bit as he's seeing this. And then Cola gets up, stares at him, lets out a and then falls himself, not fainted, just tired.
Just exhausted.
And Falkner will pull out a Pokeball from under his robe, pull Umber in, and say, "Congratulations! Excellent battle! Your Pokemon, Cola, this Luxio, his style was awe-inspiring to say the least. You certainly have the making of a great trainer, Jorah."
Thank you, sir. Though, I have to be honest, if it wasn't for one of your friends, Sarah, I don't think we could have gotten out of this one.
Ah, Sarah, she is a mighty trainer. That is why I save her for the last.
Thank you for a wonderful battle. As I extend my hand forward.
He'll shake your hand and he'll say, "For such a great showing, Jorah, I am proud to reward you with the Zephyr badge." And he'll place a metallic, small thing, maybe about the size of 4 quarters, kind of forming a square. And it's in the shape of 2 wings, almost in the shape of a U. As well as the following prizes. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Cool.
He hands you a little satchel that has 4 berries inside, 2 oran berries, a persim berry, and a chesto berry. As well as he hands you 1,920 Pokédollars.
1,920. So let me add that quick.
He says, "You fought very well. Put these rewards and that badge to good use."
I will. Thank you. Very much. Though I have one question, if I may.
Yes.
Have you met anyone named Desmond today?
He shakes his head and says, "I can't tell you anything like that, but perhaps if you see them, you can ask them yourself."
Of course. Thank you, Falkner.
It's
been an honor.
It has been an honor as well, Jorah. However, don't worry about using the elevator to exit the gym. We have a special exit for victors to commemorate the event. Petra will take you down, and he's gonna pull out a sleek metallic Pokeball, throw it into the air, and a Skarmory with sleek, polished metallic feathers will exit out of the Pokeball and land next to you. Petra, the Skarmory, is downright dazzling to look at.
I'm assuming Sarah helps out with this one?
Sarah has peculiarities with bird Pokemon. She prefers odder ones, like Skiploom, Gligar. She doesn't quite like what Abe, Rodney, and myself have going on with our birds.
In any case, I appreciate not having to take those elevators.
And do you grab onto Petra?
Can Petra carry Cola and myself?
It would be hard, but you could carry Cola, and you... it would be hard, but Petra can do it.
I'll recall Cola. I don't want to make Petra work for it.
Okay.
I can always celebrate with them on the ground.
Absolutely.
I'll hop onto Petra, and I'll wave goodbye to Falkner.
Falkner just stands in his robe and just gives a nod as you grab onto Petra's foot, and Petra takes off. Phoom! Flying fast as possible into the sky above, giving you a tour above the clouds as you are just scoping and seeing the wide range of the world around you, seeing mountain peaks that break through the sea of clouds. And then eventually, Petra begins to do a straight nosedive downwards.
Jorah is screaming.
Let's roleplay it.
I've never seen anything like this. Not even in all of my time in Sinnoh. This is wonderful. It's...
I love that your mic peaked there. As Petra begins to nosedive straight down, you burst through the clouds and you can see you are nosediving towards Bell Lake. And at the last second, right before you're about to impact the water, Petra extends her wings, catches the air, breaking the momentum, and begins coasting just above the surface of the water. The lake sprays your face this whole time, Jorah. You have to, with your free hand, hold on to your cap and your glasses. And if you tried, you could even act like you're running across the surface of the lake.
I think Jorah is more focused on the fact that he probably just dropped 200 feet.
Probably more than that.
However, he does kind of look into the water a little bit, viewing all of the water Pokemon that are doing their various things.
Yeah, a bunch of them. You see a small fish Pokemon, regular fish, the like of them all scattering away as your feet drag just above the surface of the water because you're holding onto Petra's foot here. And eventually, Petra elevates a few extra feet off the surface of the lake, and the spray stops, and you fly to the back of the Violet City Gym, the side that faces the lake, where a special window opens up. Petra flies in there, breaks her momentum, slows down, and deposits you onto the floor of a hidden room on the ground floor. Petra then goes and looks at you.
Thank you, Petra. As I'll reach up for a tentative nose rub onto that front bit Skarmory's got.
Skarmory will chirp and go, and then eventually take off and leave the room, and the window will close behind you. Here in the room, you find yourself, there's a door and some refreshments and a towel.
And a towel. Jorah will take the towel and dry off what he can of himself. His clothes are going to have to go into a wash. He will partake of some of the refreshments after a battle, and he will walk out the door after enjoying some nice snacks.
Yeah, absolutely. You leave the room and find yourself back in the lobby of the gym, this time only a little more soaked than when you entered. Is there anything you want to briefly do now that you have finished your gym challenge?
I want to let out Cola and just give him a big hug, because he had to put in a lot of work in that last fight. Both of my Pokemon put in work.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just cup Cola's face and just say, I'm very proud of you. And I will walk out of the gym with Cola next to me.
Yeah. And with that, we will end that session there. Congratulations, Jorah! You have won your first gym badge.
The Zephyr badge.
Yeah, the Zephyr badge, right?
Yeah, which is really funny.
Through Baskerville's sharp-shooting Thundershocks and Cola's mighty evolution into a Luxio, Jorah is victorious over the Violet City Pokemon Gym. Now, how will his friends Adrian and Desmond fare against Falkner and his flying types?